To become truly great at something takes a lot of work. Whenever we hear stories about, great Olympians, those stories tend to involve a lot of waking up early, training hard, and focusing on doing what is going to strengthen them in what they're doing, while avoiding all the things that are going to become, distractions or things that will weaken their health. And it's the same in other things. If someone wants to become a chess master, they don't just play once in a while, they play regularly, and they try to play against the very best players. If someone wants to become a great artist, they have to paint or sculpt a lot until they are able to see and bring about what they see more perfectly. If someone wants to become great at pretty much anything, they have to suffer for their art. They have to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. Jesus is reminding us that what is true about becoming great in any one of these many fields is also true when it comes to becoming a great person. That to become truly good, to become truly holy, is going to take effort. It's going to take time. It's going to take work. And in some ways, it's going to take suffering. He is not trying to sell us on anything. He is very upfront about the fact that following him will be challenging and will be difficult. He also promises that it will all be worth it. I think that this is very clear to us in hindsight. It is difficult to become a courageous person, but when we have become courageous, we are happier than if we had allowed ourselves to be cowardly. It takes a lot of work to become someone who's diligent and focused. But lazy people aren't truly happy. It takes a lot of work to become patient and forgiving. But we never see someone who is constantly losing their temper at everyone and everything and think to ourselves, well, that's a happy person. Screaming at fellow drivers on the road, that's what I want to be like. We know what Jesus is calling us to, as hard as it is sometimes, is for our happiness, is for our good. And so the Lord is inviting us to take on that challenge, to make sure that we are continually striving to do what we're called to do, to live the way we know we're being called to live. But He doesn't make us do it alone. He promises that He will be there with us, and He will give us what we need. He will give us the grace to succeed. And in that, we see the example of St. Paul, who faced many challenges. He faced many sufferings. But through it all, he knew he was accompanied by Christ. And the Lord guided him to where he was needed, sometimes safe places, sometimes dangerous ones, but always with the assurance that no matter what happened, whether he was welcomed or arrested, whether he was threatened or protected, that he would not be alone, and that what he will do for Christ will be worth it. Because one day we will be face to face with the Lord, and we will get to see all the choices we made and how they affected us and affected those around us. And if we're able to look back on those choices and be proud of who we are and what we did, then our joy will be complete. But if we had tried to avoid all the challenges of growing good and try to find an easy and painless way, then we will realize that we have missed out on what is truly going to make us happy. Let's make sure that we are asking for the grace to face the challenges placed before us with courage and love and perseverance.